if you want to bring up the,
Oh.
do you want to bring up the video and share it, or do you want me to bring up the video and share it?
You have something after, right? The
I
other
do.
the other
Yes.
thing. Here, I'll send you the tweet with the
Okay.
thing.
Yeah. If
Yeah, if you don't mind, that would be.
I absolutely can. If you want to send me the link, and there it is.
All right, chat. This is the fun part.
This chat, be prepared. We are about to experience pain. Pain like you have never seen before. How long is this anyway? Okay, it's not okay. It's shorter than I thought. It's shorter than I thought. All right.
Yeah, it's like a couple minutes.
Hang on.
It's not too bad.
So I'm going to let me share. Where is it? Okay, there you go. So there is the video that you can share with your chat. Right?
Where is this tab for Discord?
Okay, chat. You can already tell, buckle up.
Yeah, there's a reason why I made this 18 plus today.
Oh,
for some
dear
very
God.
obvious reasons. Yeah.
I mean, already, like the first frame, I'm seeing multiple shades of wrong going on here. Like, I know, chat, I know you guys love big boobies. I'm sorry, this is too much.
No, you're good. I mean, I'm good.
This is too much on the boobie. And then, you know, we're not even into we're not even into here yet. Like, for the love of God, it's.
You know, there are women who, you know, naturally have that kind of size or very close, and they have to get a, I think it's called a mastectomy, right, to make it smaller.
No,
because the back pain isn't. Or not mastectomy.
They'll get a breast reduction, not a mastectomy. A mastectomy means full removal.
Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, play a fact. I remember hearing a story. I forget the actress's name, but have you ever heard of the old show back from the 80s? Punky Brewster.
No, I've never heard of it. No.
It was like a teen. It was a teen. Sully Moon Frye. Yes, Sully Moon Frye. It was like a teen comedy. Like a teen comedy show. Sully Moon Frye played the lead character of Punky Brewster, and she had she grew up on the show, and as she grew up, she developed very large breasts, so large, in fact, that she had to actually get a breast reduction because it was painful for her back. So it's there are women that naturally develop I mean, I have women in my chat that have probably I don't know if as busty as this, but probably close. Yeah, Dolly Parton was huge, and she had to get a reduction. So yeah, absolutely, there are women that naturally develop this large. Naturally, they do develop this large.
Yeah. And some, you know, their DNA gets all messed up, and then it's like, I don't know if that's the same thing you were just talking about, but there was a young woman who, you know, it kept growing and growing and growing, and it was like uncontrollable. And I wonder if it was like a tumor or something that was like developing, and it just spun out of control. It's crazy how that kind of stuff happens to people. And I just like, and this just feels like an insult almost to those people, because it's like, if it were natural, like, I'd understand. But if it's like this, like you're willingly choosing to put all this plastic in. Oh no.
Yeah,
oh no, there.
I have a
suspicion.
suspicion it's not natural.
Mhm.
That's my suspicion. All right, let's get this started. Say we'll do it. We'll do about this the same way as before. I of course will stop something if I have something to say. If you want to say something, just tell me to stop and I'll pause it. And
Absolutely.
bearing in mind,
Thank you.
Twitter is not as responsive in the pausing as YouTube is, so it might take a second for you to get it properly paused. Just be aware.
Yeah.
All right. Don't your loins. We're going in.
I'm Jessie Bunny. I'm 24 years old.
I'm Vienna. I'm 25 years old.
Okay, we need to stop immediately. What the hell? What in the name of all that is holy am I looking at right now?
Dude,
And
it's
God,
so
and I just,
bad.
and I just noticed, oh God, I noticed something. Oh, I just noticed something.
Tell
In
me, what
addition
did you
to the
notice?
obvious. In addition to the obvious.
Mhm. Mhm.
Look at her left, look at Vienna's left hand. Look at Vienna's left hand.
Yeah, what do you think it is? Yeah, what do you think?
I'm noticing an absence of something.
What could it be?
Huh?
Who
Oh, I
could this
know. Oh,
mystery of
I
individual?
know. Oh, I absolutely know.
Let's let Vienna tell
okay. Oh,
us.
Celeste, lean to your left. No, yeah. You might need to actually shift slightly to your right.
Oh,
Your
God.
model. Shift your model slightly to your right. And thank you, Ragtag. Ragtag, thank you for the tier 3. Thank you very much.
Goodness gracious, let's go. Based.
Little bit more, Celeste. Shift to your right. A little bit more. Stop. Oh, chat. Do you see what I see? So, okay.
Wait, not that. Come on, you can't do this to me.
I will explain.
You can't do this to me, woman.
Celestium, I will not force you to explain about this because you are of a tender heart, tender, gentle, and pure soul. So I will not force you to explain. Chat, when two ladies are together intimately, they will typically have one finger that they do not have either a fake nail or grow their nail out. There is a specific reason for that because when they wish to be intimate, they don't wish to perforate. Am I being reasonably clear?
Hold on, I need to
Yeah,
take off my
I know.
glasses for this one.
This shaking hand. Oh my God. Actually, maybe I need to put mine on. Wait, you take yours off. I'll put mine on. I don't want to see this. Thank you, Drew. Thank you for the thoughts and biddies. And yes,
Why?
in case it's not obvious, in the 10 seconds that I saw, it's very obvious. This is a man.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. You can tell by the voice instantaneously. You could tell by the voice instantaneously. We'll get into that in a little bit. Because again, I only saw 10 seconds of this, so I don't know how in-depth we're going to go here. And quite frankly, I'm a little scared. Shall we continue? God, the freaking lips! Oh, the lips! The horror of the lips!
It's so like
No.
Look, I don't like the other girl on the left's like lips, but at the very least, it looks more natural than whatever that guy has going.
Yes,
it's so bad.
Women can naturally have. Women can, especially if like they're, because I think she's Latino, isn't she? She said, I thought I heard a Latino accent when she was speaking.
Maybe I'm not sure honestly.
Like obviously we'll hear her speak some more, but I thought she might be Latino, and Latino women sometimes do have, naturally fuller lips. That's not unusual. Well, this, I want to know what on God's green earth possessed this person to do this. I literally want to know what possessed them to do this. And even if this is like even if we were to go on the excuse that this person just got out of having surgery on their lips. Even when you get surgery, it's not this big. That means when the healing is done, these lips are going to look disgusting. Even at this feels given the outline, the bruising on the outline. I think that Vienna here just had plastic surgery on their lips. Like maybe like days before they did this. And even in that, once
Yeah.
that heals, they're still going to look disgusting.
It's gonna look awful.
Even after the healing,
It's
you can
just
tell by the swelling.
My chat is traumatized right now.
I think mine is too.
I literally told you guys. I told you guys early on before we got started. There's a reason why this stream is 18 plus today.
And no, this is not Botox. This is like filler. This is lip filler, not Botox.
Before we pause it though, I did see a tweet today, or no, yesterday, about the effects of filler like long term and why people's faces get botched because it's like hydroxylic acid or something, and it like really loves water. So like obviously as you drink more water and our bodies are made of like mostly water, the filler starts to kind of expand, and that's why people as they age, if you've gotten filler in your body, it's gonna look absolutely awful. So I'm never touching that garbage ever.
Well,
I'm gonna have wrinkles and I'm gonna own it, and that's it.
Well, it's the same thing with Botox. Like use of Botox for cosmetic purposes. Botox does not last forever. Botox has a very limited lifespan. And the problem with Botox is when the Botox goes away, your skin sags. It starts to require the Botox to remain that firm. And so you have to constantly keep getting more and more injections. And after each treatment of Botox, your face just gets saggier and saggier, becoming more and more reliant upon it. Like the whole purpose of Botox, from a medical perspective, is for muscular therapy. That's the whole reason for Botox, is that people that have muscular issues, they will receive like Botox injections to like tighten up the muscles to alleviate pain. That's the purpose behind it. And then some doctor realized, if I inject this in someone's face, it tightens up the face and makes them look younger, and this was born.
And you can make money. Yeah. It's all
exactly.
And it really boils down to that.
Yes, and it can also be used for migraines. Again, I think that's like musculature, where it's like muscles in the neck. Like if they do it like a muscular, there's muscular issues in the neck that can be causing like migraines because it's impeding on the nerve bundle that's leading at the base of the head, and it can cause migraines. Yeah, it's like there are multiple legit medical reasons to use Botox to alleviate pain. This ain't one of them.
This is
not one of them.
This is just awful.
Yes. Okay, let's continue.
And we're gonna have a baby really soon. We're in couple since almost 8 years already, so it's like a youth laugh, I would say. That's our nursery. Please ignore the pole dance pole. I was 17 when
she has a pole dance pole in the freaking
nursery. It's insane. She's like, don't mind the dance pole, the stripper pole, don't mind it.
You know what? I always believe in being fair, and I'm going to do an unfairness here. If she is only just pregnant, this room could very well have been used for like pole dancing prior to getting pregnant. And maybe this is the only spare room that they had, and so they're doing it up as a nursery, and they have to remove the pole from it. I'll do a gimme on this one, on the pole, about the pole dancing pole there. I will actually do a gimme on that one.
Pole dance pole. I was 17 when we met, so there was not a lot of dating before.
Jesse's my first girlfriend, and
how old was he?
Lost.
Aww.
Wait,
like,
what?
Probably
I didn't
like
hear that.
17, 18 now. I think they're in their mid-20s right now, and they were late teens when they were together.
Okay.
So like high school sweethearts, probably.
Oh God. Okay.
And hope the last.
Aww. We met we both have been flat. Vienna was not trans.
Did she just say that they were both? So these are implants. She said they were both flat.
Yeah. She was like, I think she mentions later in the video, she was like a double A cup. Is there?
Oh my God, double A cup to that?
That's a lot of plastic. So.
Oh, she is gonna have. I'm amazed she can walk upright. The amount of extra sheer mass that was injected into her chest, I'm amazed she doesn't have ungodly lower back pain right now. Considering what she grew up with.
On top of that, she's pregnant. So like that's more weight.
Oh God, Yeah, and more strain on the back, more strain on the bladder. Oh my goodness. This is nuts. This is flippin' nuts.
Yeah.
Was not transitioned to this time, and I had a double A cup. He's baby number 1.
And I hope
Of
the
course,
only
the
one.
Chihuahua.
COVID that I am trans.
One day, Vienna said like, "Hey, she's not feeling happy."
And by the way, I just placed the accent. It's German. It was hard. It was hard to place. I was able to place the accent when he spoke, and it's German. That's where they're from. They're from Germany.
Not surprised, considering.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me shut up.
Said like, "Hey, she's not feeling happy."
Oh my god,
And
yes! Wait, okay. So not only okay, there's so much to unpack here.
Oh my god.
Okay, there's so much to unpack here. First, the face with the insane lips.
Then the boobs.
The boobs, the massive, like, these have got to be, like, what? Double?
Definitely
these
smaller
gotta
than
be-
hers.
I think they're double D. I think Pig is in double D. I'm trying to.
No, this is not close to double D at all. This is bigger than that.
I was saying, like,
This is
are
like
they
maybe
with
F.
Yeah,
Or
that's
bigger.
these. Yeah, these are. She is probably like an H cup. Like the other one. She is undoubtedly probably. I'm guessing she is an H cup. And yeah, this is probably an F top. But I'm sorry. Wait, fuck, too fat. Sorry.
You're good. You're good.
They got ass implants. They literally got ass implants. That is 100% an implant. Oh my! Oh no! Oh, that is a
Look, the
BBL.
last thing that he needs to do. Yeah, the next thing he needs to do, and I don't want him to do this, but naturally, like so the other person, right, the actual woman said
Yeah.
she wasn't happy, so he wasn't happy. Where does that unhappiness end? What is he gonna chop it off next? Are they done with kids? Like, is he gonna, go to a man instead? Like, I don't know what, and they're gonna have a kid, so I just don't know. I don't know at this point.
I mean, she's already pregnant, so the issue of them having a child together, that's resolved, so to speak. I'm wondering if she successfully gives birth, if there, God willing, nothing goes wrong with the pregnancy, and she is able to give birth. My guess is once she is able to give birth, the baby is healthy, everything else. I'm guessing the next step is a vaginoplasty. That is my guess. Considering all of the surgery
Lord,
thus
please.
far, I do think that will be the next step. And I need to say this because anybody watching this would think that I have like a severe problem with people that transition, which I don't. Even going to the extent of like going, full surgical. If you are an adult and you have gone through proper therapy to determine that this actually is the proper, this is a proper and reasonable course of action for you, and that you don't have some other psychological issues that are being mischaracterized as gender dysphoria going into transitioning, is as long as all the long process of making sure that this is the best choice for that person is indeed the best choice. I'm fully on board with someone going through full surgical transitioning to just live a normal, healthy life for them. I don't think that's the case with this person. Given the extreme proportions, I don't think that's this person, because we are seeing nothing but extremes here, and unfortunately, I think that whoever they were involved in on the medical side enabled them to hell and back. Completely enabled them and said, "You slay queen, you do whatever you want." And they got the giant honkers, they got the massive BBL, they got the who knows? Like, we're seeing the lips. I'm guessing there's also cheeks. I'm guessing there's forehead. I'm guessing there's nose. Like, I'm guessing there's like full-blown facial surgery going on here to a degree we're not even seeing. This is not healthy transitioning. In the grand scheme of it, this is not healthy. This is extreme, and this is absolutely mental illness right here. This
Yeah,
I would not. Yeah. No, please go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say, I know I have a stricter view. I personally think, like,
Sure.
even adults should, obviously, I'm not in control of anyone's life, and people are gonna do what they want. But I think
Of
transitioning
course.
just as a whole is such a slippery slope, and it's reaffirming something that it shouldn't. But yeah, this is an extreme that is
Yes.
just unbelievable to me.
Like,
And my question is, how did they
yeah.
afford all of this? Because it's expensive, and I mean, unless it's the taxpayer
Well,
money, I mean, as far as I know, I don't know.
I don't like. The question is, where are they residing? If they are residing in Germany, if they are residing in the EU, I believe that this level of surgery is more affordable than it would be in, say, the US. And I do believe that they can get like insurance. The insurance can cover it. Government healthcare may cover it to a degree. So I think largely it may depend upon where they're located and what kind of insurance coverage they have, and so on and so forth. So in terms of how can it be afforded between the two of them, that would probably be an explanation if they are in the EU. It is very much
Right.
covered by perhaps government healthcare or their own insurance, or a combination of the two. But I will say, like, I have multiple trans individuals that are in my chat. Okay, so for those of you in my chat that are trans, am I wrong in saying that this is not a mentally well-adjusted transgender person, that this is significant mental illness that has not been addressed and is going to come back to bite them in the ass in the years to come? Because my feeling is this
It's
is
gonna
not
definitely bite them.
this is not a mentally healthy person that is like a mentally healthy transgender person. Yes. With like, because a mentally healthy transgender person might get some surgery, like to a much smaller degree. Maybe, it's through hormone therapy. They do not develop breasts quite as much as they like, and they might get like small breast implants, like maybe A or B cup, to basically fill their shape out to basically what would work with their dysphoria. Maybe even some like very minor, subtle facial surgery to sort of like smooth out any like masculine lines that the hormone therapy does not address. But again, very minor, very subtle. This is not subtle. This is not subtle.
This is like out there for everyone to see.
This is I am screaming for attention, and both of them, cover your ears, Celestium. Both of them are 100% attention whores. Look at how big this thing is. Look at how big this thing
I mean,
is.
they are.
Dear
They
God.
absolutely are.
Yes.
Like, okay, look, everyone has free will to do what they want, but like this is just why? Just why?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
I don't
Exactly. And this is strictly for there is honestly no reason for anybody to go to this levels of extremes when it comes to plastic surgery unless they are desperately attention seeking. That is the only reason.
Yeah.
Like her with the bazoombas, as huge as they mammoth as they are, especially coming from like a AA cup, that is
Ember mine
sheer
are bigger
attention
than
seeking.
this, and they're
It's
freaking natural.
ridiculous.
This is a mockery to booba.
Oh yeah, it absolutely is a mockery. It is Veners. Veners just said, mine are bigger than this and they're freaking natural. This is a mockery to booba. Absolutely. Absolutely. It is an absolute mockery, and it's pure attention seeking.
Not feeling happy. And then she came out as trans, and then everything went really quick. When
Oh
God! Oh my God! I'm drinking. Oh, I'm drinking. No, I've held off as long as I can.
Wait,
I'm
let me go get
drinking.
my monster. I'll go
Oh
get
my
my
God,
monster
I'm
to
drinking.
join you. I know it's not alcohol, but
I'm
I don't
pouring a
really like
shot.
alcohol to be fair.
Then that's fine. You get your monster. Oh my goodness. Oh my. So this was that. So they got even more surgery. They might have even got more surgery in the interview because this looks like it's earlier. Look, she can't even open her mouth.
Yeah, it is.
Look, there's only a
Bro,
tiny
bro,
hole.
put yourself in a job.
My God. Oh Lord.
Someone in my
Holy
chat
Ball, thank
said
you for
bee
the
stings
9
are supposed to
gifted.
be
Holy Ball, thank you for the 9 gifted. Queens Boat, thank you for the gifted. Also, I missed it earlier. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. And for the other next gifted Queens Boat, thank you. Okay. All right. Celestium, you
Shall
have
we're
your
opening
monster.
up a cold one with the boys? Yeah, we're opening up a
You
cold
have
one.
your
Crack it open a
monster.
cold one.
I have my
Yes,
Screech.
ma'am. I'm gonna need this.
Celestium, to your health. Bottoms up.
Yep. Mm-hmm. To my sanity, whatever's left of it, at least. Gosh.
I got a feeling I'm gonna be. We're not even a minute in. I got a feeling I'm gonna be drinking some more before we're done. Oh, good. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this is just that. No. Like, okay, we need to do a comparison. Look at the mouth here and here.
It looks more inflamed on that one, this right one here with the glasses, the white one, or with the cheetah
This one?
pattern or whatever.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it does.
Actually,
it does.
but it looks kind of. I feel like
This is
the outline
before.
on the mouth looks worse in the after though.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like, I wonder if
Something's
more
off. Yeah, the outline is
something
off.
is very off. You're right. Like, this is, I don't even think that he can open his mouth. Like, he can barely open his mouth. I
Yeah,
don't
he
know
can
if
barely talk.
eats. Yeah, like the talk is all like mumbles. Oh my goodness. This is oh good.
terrible.
Oh
Holy
no. Oh no.
pineapples.
Oh no. Oh my.
Girl, please don't keep it paused on this. I'm trying not to throw up right now. I haven't eaten except for like this morning, and I don't want to throw up a little food I have in my stomach.
I will continue, but there's gonna be more, I'm sure.
Really quick.
Oh,
In
yeah.
half a year, you've been a completely new person.
And yes, since then we are even heavier than before.
We don't have that much time left. 6
Oh my God.
Ah!
Look at the side view here. You get like an angle.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
Dude, how can this guy breathe?
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. Like, it's literally blocking her nose. It's literally obstructing her nasal passageways. Like, what the hell am I looking at?
Probably. There's no way this guy doesn't have sleep apnea with this. There has to I'm sorry, chat. I'm not trying to laugh at their pain, but I'm actually I'm watching this a second time and it's taking me so aback just watching it a second time and realizing how bad this is.
You want to hear something crazy? Do you want to hear something crazy? Let me see if I can get a better shot here. Right about here is probably about the best
I'm not laughing at your pain, chat. Stop it.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Don't play.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
But you want to hear something crazy? If the lips looked normal, if we did not have, I don't even know how to describe them. Okay, how many of you guys have seen Heavy Metal 2? Or how many of you guys have seen the second Heavy Metal movie? You guys ever seen the second Heavy Metal movie?
I don't think I have, honestly.
It's last name you would not have. This is not something that good girls watch. Yes, fact 2. Yes, fact 2. Heavy Metal 2000, fact 2. There is a thing in Heavy Metal 2000 that is shaped like a giant cork.
Mm-hmm.
Celestium, you might want to block your ears from this one. It is used for...
Okay, I'm not going
to be descriptive. I will not be descriptive. I will save you with that. It is used for, bear in mind, it is artificial. It is not real. It is like an artificial device. It's an artificial device made to look like a giant carp for reasons. I'll just say that. The mouth on that carp looked like this. Okay, this looked like the mouth on that carp. That's all I'm gonna say. It's, but if the mouth, if her mouth looked normal, if she didn't get this whatever the heck she did to her mouth, she would actually have a decent looking face. If like the mouth completely ruins it. The rest of her face
Yeah,
in this
he
shot
completely
at
ruined it
least,
with all that plastic.
yeah, completely ruined it. The mouth ruined everything. Oh goodness. Oh why? Oh no.
Left. 6 weeks more to go. I'm really excited. I always wanted to become a young mom. I always wanted to have kids. So I was
Can
really
you pause
happy
this?
when I got pregnant.
Yes.
So this is gonna sound controversial, but I
Okay.
genuinely believe neither of these two people should be parents. They have taken this to the extreme, and that child is
Yes.
going to be humiliated, shamed, and everything
Yes.
because the internet's forever. And
Yes. I absolutely agree.
even further than that, I don't. And I know this is gonna sound maybe even worse. I don't know. I don't think trans people in general should probably adopt. I think it brings too much confusion into the child's life. I know that's a bit strict, and maybe it'll make a lot of people mad. But at least from a religious standpoint, that's why I say what I say.
And
Because there's just too much like.
From my personal perspective, I am perfectly happy with normal, well-adjusted people that are trans. Again, we're not talking about the activists that are going to extremes, that they're just they are normal people. They happen to be trans. They want to live normal lives, not be treated special, nothing like that. I believe that they should be able to adopt children because when they're normal, well-adjusted people, they won't put that well-adjustedness onto their child. They will not be trying to push extremes onto their child. But this is not that. This is not that by any stretch of the imagination. Both of these two are very mentally unwell. Very mentally. Him especially,
Yeah.
for her as well. It's like all of them, both of them are, no. This is just a
And she
whole
egged him
lot of
on
no.
too.
Yeah. She's probably enabling him. Without question. Whatever doctors he was seeing, undoubtedly enabled. And this, like, I fear for this child. I really do.
That child's life is.
This child, there's no way this child is gonna be able to grow up normal. There's no shot.
No, I'm gonna.
With these two,
I'm gonna be honest. If it were up to me, and I were Child Protective Services, I don't care if they fight tooth and nail. I'd rip that child from their life, and until they get their life together and their act together, I would not let them see that child. I know that sounds awful, but these people don't care about that child at all.
Well, they have exhibited with all of the with all of the extreme plastic surgery they have done, they are exhibiting self-destructive behavior. All of this, like especially with the transgender individual, which again, I question whether or not this person is actually transgender. Given the extreme amounts of surgery, I still question if this person is legitimately transgender because I am not convinced. I am in no way, shape, or form convinced that this person is legitimately transgender and is not dealing with a whole host of other mental health issues and or fetishes that have taken over their lives and basically resulted in this. And we're seeing a whole lot of mental illness. We're seeing a whole lot of self-destructive tendencies. And no, I don't. These two should not have a child because this child is doomed before it's even born at this point. Unfortunately, like
starting life on ultra hard
there's
mode.
no way this child is going to grow up well adjusted. It is not going to be possible for this child to grow up well adjusted. They are good, and I have no doubt that they're going to try and push this child to be transgender also, because that's what people like this that go to these levels of extremes, that are this so self-destructive with their own bodies, I guarantee you they're going to do this to their child also. And this child has no
Yep.
hope. It's
Yep.
honestly
Absolutely,
terrifying.
there is no hope.
You
Yeah, and people in the
what?
comments were saying, they're basically starting life on super ultra hard mode, and it's like how can you say you want to be a mother, but you're selfish. And again, I'm not saying all women are selfish, but I do think that there is a generalization we can make about a lot of modern women is that it's become about being selfish. Like there's another video, I don't know if I sent it to you, but they were doing some sort of like live event, and there was a question that was asked, if you had to save your child or your wife. The guy asked it to the women on the panel. There was one woman who was vehemently saying, you save the wife because you can't F the kid. And I'm like, oh, it blew my mind. Like any reasonable person would say, save the child.
Wait a minute. This person's excuse
Hold on, let me
of
see if I can
saving
send
the
it to you.
wife is because you can't have relations with the child.
Yeah, and I think what they were trying to say ultimately was that, you can have more children with your wife, but then once your wife is dead, well, here, I'll send it to you because it's ridiculous to me. And maybe I hope I didn't quote it, but that was along the idea of, yeah. Here, let me send it to you. I just sent it to you if you want to react to it.
Yeah, we'll depending on how we're doing for time, we may look at it. We got a few things to look at today. Okay.
Yeah, we do.
We are neck deep in mental illness today, I think. I think we're going to be neck deep in mental illness for today.
Really quick, I think this little beer hat is so cute.
I think it's fair.
God, the side view. Oh, we finally got a proper side view. Look at this. Look at the. Oh my lord.
Ugh.
Oh god. Oh my. Oh. Okay, we're moving on. We're moving on. Otherwise, we're gonna be here all day, and I don't want to be here as long as.
Cute.
I think it's fair.
Bear. Yeah, not beer. I would love to have like 3 or 4 kids, but let's see how the first one is going.
God, no, do not let this woman breed more.
I'm looking forward. I know we look different than other people, but we are completely...
You look mentally deranged. You look mentally broken. You look like you belong in a padded room. You look like you need to go to the padded box, sweetheart.
In the box. Da, 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 da,
oh my! See, and that's social. Like that phrasing was deliberately manipulative, of course. That there is a manipulation to this. So like, I know we don't look like other people. No, that's an attempt to humanize, and I'm sorry, it failed. It absolutely failed. Her attempts at trying to humanize the grievous mental disorder that is spanning between the two of them, and the not insubstantial physical abuse that they've done to their own bodies. You're not gonna get away with. I know we don't look like normal people. No titty. No titty. Oh.
Lord, usual couple. We're in a relationship since almost 8 years. It was just a question of time.
Can you pause it? Unusual couple? No, you're a mentally ill couple. You're mentally ill individuals who need to be locked up ASAP. You need help. You need prayer. You need the Lord Jesus Christ in your life. You need an intervention like right now. Like yesterday you needed one.
Like I'm not a religious person, but I absolutely agree. They need Jesus. These two absolutely need Jesus. It's just that, and about a Titanic level amount of like intensive mental health care. They need to be set. And here's the thing: they can't be together. 100%. Because they are 100% feeding one another's mental illness. They are what's the word I'm looking for? Oh god,
enabling.
I can't think of the word. I was thinking enabling, yes, but I was thinking of another word for it.
Leeching
it's like a
parasite?
codependency. Yeah, it's almost like a codependency.
Like a
Where
parasite.
they are
Yeah,
not
no.
trauma bonded per se, because we don't know if there's trauma that facilitated this, but to absolutely a codependent relationship and a co-enabling relationship,
Mm-hmm.
they are 100% feeding each other's
Mm-hmm.
extreme mental illness. These two should not be together because them being together is literally causing their mutual destruction.
Yep.
100%.
Woo!
They are feeding each other's destruction on this. Oh, ha!
Family reacted really good that we're gonna
Yeah,
have a
but
baby. It's the first grandbaby on all the sides of the family.
the only hate and harmful comments we got have been online.
No kidding. No kidding. The only hateful comments they got were online, because anybody sees them on the street, they're going, "Okay, kids, we're crossing the street now."
Yeah,
These are people that
100%.
these are people that mentally stable parents literally say, "Okay, children, we're going to cross the street where it's safer, and we'll actively avoid them because they don't want to get anywhere near these freak shows." And I'm sorry, they
These
are
are
freak shows.
Yeah. These are the kind of people that I'd cover my kids' eyes when crossing the street, because it
Ugh.
like, look, if we're adults here, right, you and me and chat, and we're gagging at this,
Yeah.
kid might say, "Mommy, look, is that
Oh
is that
yeah,
a
a
doll,
kid
like,
will
or is that
clue
a
into
clown
this
or
real
something?"
fast.
Like, and kid don't understand. Yeah.
Yeah, they would not understand. Like, if I think I mentioned I have someone in my family who is autistic, and if they saw them, I can't even imagine what would come out of their mouths. When they said, if the person in my family saw this, I don't even want to imagine what would come out of their mouth upon viewing this. They wouldn't be cool because, they are one of the sweetest individuals that I have ever met my entire life. They are just sweetness overload. But they are very blunt. Even though they do nothing out of maliciousness, they are very blunt because autism equals
Yeah.
extremely blunt. I don't even want to
And
imagine
another
what they
thing
would
is
say.
yeah. And another thing is my question would be, and obviously, I'm no therapist, and it's the internet where no one's really gonna dig deep. Where were the parents for these two, in their lives? And it looks like this,
Great
the
question.
guy transitioned later on in life, but where was the
Yeah,
family?
2020.
So because I think they're like in, I don't know what year this video is, if this is actually this year or last year, but I don't think they're much older than me, and it's just like, what are we doing? I don't know. The education system has failed,
They
and if they're actually in
oh
Germany,
yes.
even worse. They're worse off.
Yeah, they said that he transitioned during COVID, so it would have been during 2020. So, and they said that they've been together for 6 years, I think she said.
8
Or was it 8?
So they were like 17, 18, so COVID was 2020, so
Yeah.
they would be
So they're
I
like
think they're my
20,
age,
so
actually. I think they're like 25,
yeah.
26. Yeah.
I put them up actually a little bit more. I think that they may be 27 or 28. The dates are a little wonky in terms of what happened when and how old they were when. I'm gonna hazard a guess
Yeah.
27 to 28, depending on when their birthday is. That would be my
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. Yeah, like mid to late 20s, so not too
Yeah.
far off from where I am. And it's just, what happened? What the heck happened? Like, my mother, like, if I had done
somebody in my
anything
chat
dumb
saying
like
they
this, she
said
would have beat
24
me
and
with some.
so someone in my chat
Oh,
said
24, 25?
they were 24 and 25 in the beginning. Okay.
Okay, yeah, so, yeah, definitely, like, within my age. Either way, like, this is Gen Z right here, by the way.
Yeah.
This is freaking Gen Z,
Ah,
man. Oh my
of course it's
gosh.
Gen Z. Of course it's Gen Z. Yeah, and someone was
Ember's
noticing
like,
the
you
lips on the wall.
whippersnappers.
Somebody
Yeah, the lips on the
was
wall.
noticing the lips on the wall, which are still smaller than this one's. These lips are smaller than this one's. just gotta point
Oh
that
yeah,
out.
no, absolutely. If you shrink that down to human size, if you had to scale it, it would absolutely be way smaller. Dude, this is
I'm
so
not even talking scaling.
I'm
I'm
not
talking
gonna.
about I'm talking about real. I'm talking about size to size. These are smaller than this one's face.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Are you pregnant in your stomach or your chest?
Why you didn't use protection? Baby went upstairs.
Okay, I'm not so sure that the
God.
families were all that supportive. Given the jokes that they're
Yeah, I
making,
don't think so.
they're making jokes about her booba. And why didn't she use protection? So I'm gonna hazard a guess that maybe the families are not so supportive about everything that they've done. Yeah, and it sounds like that's what she was saying. It sounds like they're coming from broken homes.
Yeah. Woo!
Yes. Poor baby. How will it accept you as a mom?
Yes.
You desperately need to feed your to fix your cheeks. They are gross looking, like cottage cheese. Should have fixed the before getting pregnant.
Yeah, the families
The
do not
body is
approve of
changing,
anything
and
that they've done.
that's okay.
I don't think something you should do is writing a pregnant woman to getting her fixed.
Look at
Then we
how
also
big
have
his
some
hands
friendly
are. Oh my gosh.
I know. Like this,
This is
100%.
so.
The families do not approve. Based on all these texts that they're reading out, the family
Yeah.
wants nothing to do with them. They are 100% estranged from their family, and they want nothing to do with them. They do not approve of any of this. Oh yeah, like I don't even think they knew about.
Was
her
that the
breast
family or
augmentation
was that like
surgery.
social media?
I think that was where maybe you know what? Maybe you know what? You're right. Maybe that was social media. I thought it was family.
It looks like
But you know what? You're
Instagram
right.
or like Facebook or
You know what?
something.
I didn't even think about that. You're right. I thought she was sharing a text of a video. You're right. I think that may actually be social media. You're right. I'm wrong.
Yeah.
You are absolutely
No,
correct.
yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, either way, it's just. I mean, it's all awful.
Yes.
Before getting pregnant. The body is changing, and that's okay.
I don't think something you should do is writing a pregnant woman to getting her fixed.
Then we also have some friendly comments like, looking good mama. The most attractive you have ever been.
Yeah. No. I think I'm gonna take a sip of this monster real quick. Hold on.
Go right ahead. Yeah, those are fetishists that made those comments. The ones that made those comments are 100% fetishists. Those are not real people. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Yeah, they absolutely have a giant booba fetish. Without question.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's comment that makes me happy. I think I will have a more gentle parenting style. Honestly, I just want to be a loving mom, follow with the emotions, help with the emotions, and just give the kids
How are you going to be a
support.
loving mom when you hate
Yeah, I
yourself?
also think the same. I think it's important for me to give the child room for self.
Oh my God, you can't walk. Did you see that?
Yeah,
Watch
can you
the gate.
replay it for me?
Watch the gates.
Important for me to give the child room for self-development. I wouldn't force my child
Can't
getting
walk.
plastic surgery.
This surgery
wouldn't
is so
force
much
your
that
Gosh.
they can't even walk. Oh my
Yeah, they can't walk
goodness.
straight. No, it's too much weight. And
she can.
you know,
she's
and the
got,
worst part is she's pregnant. Yeah.
Like I didn't see her. Like I was focusing on him. Like he has so much surgery in this area, he can't walk. I wasn't like I need to see her
To
gait.
give the child room for
Walking is
self-development.
I think
fine.
she can
You know,
handle it because she's a woman.
Yeah, I mean, she's got the extremely wide hips, which is, plenty of women have these very rounded hips. We see it all the time. Her walk is fine, but he's got so much, I don't know what, shoved in around the waist area. The walking is not possible. Like, the gait is just like a Frankenstein gait. Oh my goodness.
It just looks so bad, and it breaks my heart because, you know, if these people had gotten help earlier in their lives and support and told from the start that this kind of, love yourself as you are, right? Just,
Yes.
you're wonderfully made in God's image. Like they wouldn't be here. I don't think they would be here. They, wouldn't have been so extreme if they decided to still go in that direction. But this is
Well,
this is
and I
a
will
cry
go
for attention, a cry for pain.
I will take it a slightly alternative step where even if this person does have gender dysphoria and got proper mental health care, and it was decided that transitioning is the best course of action for her in the end after receiving appropriate mental health care, not enabling mental health care, then that proper mental health care could have advised her not to get so much freaking plastic surgery, to go, do the hormone replacement therapy, maybe a small amount of breast augmentation if the hormones don't facilitate appropriate breast
Mhm.
growth, a small amount of augmentation, maybe very, very subtle facial work. Again, it's very subtle, just the smooth lines, not to basically shellac
Yeah.
stuff on your face. Like this is all coming from not receiving the non-enabling healthcare, mental health care. Because again, even if the best course of action was to transition, fine. But obviously he didn't receive proper mental health care because they did not strongly recommend or talk them out of
Yeah.
getting this extreme level of plastic surgery. It's just we're just seeing all shades of wrong and failure on the part of the mental health care system or of wherever they are residing. This is mental health care failure
Yeah.
right here.
Yep.
And
And
I'll even go so far as to say
I'll-
religious failure. To
oh, I
to
mean,
to
yeah, they.
you know
Mhm.
to bow in your direction. This is also a failure of religious care.
I was gonna say, and obviously I'm not gonna ask you like your age or anything, but definitely like with Gen Z,
I'm 500
um,
years old.
we yes, I forgot. Sorry, I forgot. You were like a million years old. My bad. You
Yes,
don't understand us immortals and our age.
I
Yeah,
will
no, my
forgive you this
generation, like,
time.
I'm sorry, Queen. I'm sorry. Yeah, my generation, like, there was, and look, obviously it's not everyone, but there was a lot of failure. Um, I think like a third of my generation got aborted too, which isn't funny. It's just really
Eh,
painful to think about it. But
yeah,
and it's just besides that, it's like I don't know. I feel bad for millennials too because I think they got the brunt of it too from the boomers and from Gen X. But it spilled over into us too, and we're all kinds of
it's
messed up. People are
my
antidepressants.
feeling
Everyone
is,
has autism. All of that.
well, in terms of millennials, the younger millennials, unfortunately, I think what happened is the older millennials kind of basically sort of blended into the younger Gen Xers. And so
Yeah.
the older side of the millennials sort of blended into the mentality of the Gen Xers. Because honestly, the Gen Xers are probably the most sane people around these days. Is the
Yeah.
Gen Xers.
Yeah.
The younger
Absolutely.
millennials, unfortunately, is where we saw the beginnings of what now is Gen Z and how Gen Z is treated and how they have developed and so on and so forth. So it's and what's so funny is it is the boomers that have allowed this
Mhm.
level of insanity to occur because when it
Yeah.
comes to all of this, like the Gen Xers kind of like got leapfrogged over in that respect. And the boomers
Yeah.
made all of the decisions to allow insanity like this, which has fostered a failure in the Zoomers, because the boomers said,
Mhm.
okay, yeah, you can just do whatever you want. In the meantime, the Gen Xers and older millennials are going, this is flipping insane. But nobody's listening to them.
Mhm. Yep.
That's the problem. Therein lies the problem. the boomers have stayed in
Mhm.
power, and in their senile old age has been allowing Gen Z and the younger millennials to become insanely corrupted because they're relying upon senile old boomers to run things. And in the meantime, the Gen Xers are just stand there off the sidelines going, "You people are nuts. We don't want anything to do with you."
And I wouldn't force my child getting plastic surgeries.
No, they should just go.
Wait, what is she? Okay. I need to hear that again. It's so freaking hard to understand what she's saying with that mouth. I gotta hear the end. Like, they said something about the child and plastic surgery, so I need to hear that again.
Development. I wouldn't force my child getting plastic surgeries.
No.
You won't force them, but the problem is that what you've done, kids are sponges. They're gonna absorb this. They're gonna think this is okay
Yes.
because you did it. You are their first teacher. What do
Exactly.
you mean? Oh my gosh! You're not gonna
It's
force
not a
them. Oh my.
question. It's not a question of I'm not gonna force plastic surgery on my child. Well, yeah, no shit, because if you tried to do that, guess what? Your child would not be your child anymore. It would be taken away from you. But it doesn't matter if you suggest or force or anything with plastic surgery. Your child is going to see you are made of nothing but plastic, and you will literally be melting before their freaking eyes. By the time the child is like 10 years old, this thing is going to literally be melting. Their face is literally going to be melting by
It's
the
gonna be
time the
sagged. It's
child
gonna
hits
look
10 years
awful.
old. So it's not a question of, encouraging your child to get plastic surgery, not encouraging your child to get plastic surgery. Your mere presence is going to poison the child in terms of plastic surgery. It doesn't matter what your
Yeah.
opinion is on this. Your very presence will do this.
Yep. They don't have to
Hell.
try very hard, and it's upsetting. Thank you,
Yeah.
Old Tom, for the 1,000 kicks. He said most of our leaders need to be in an old folks home. Yeah, I agree,
Correct.
but they're not gonna let go of that power. They won't do it until they're
Establish
dead.
term limits for
Or it's their
government
time to-
positions. It'll never happen, but God help us, we need it.
We really do. For real. I agree.
They should just go their way and find their way in life.
Something that's really important for me is that
Oh
my
my God,
child.
look, they can't even do that intimate
They
gesture
get a
of
kiss.
touching. Their boobs are getting in the way of trying to do even the most basic, like, I'm gonna touch my forehead to yours in a classic romantic gesture. Except and pardon my language, except their giant fucking tits are getting in the way.
I just I like find their own way of life. Honey, you don't even know where your own life is. What do you mean?
Yes.
This is no, as a parent, and here's the thing. Our parents are not our friends, okay? They can be friendly. I
Yes,
think that's fine. Maybe
correct.
as you get older that kind of changes, but when you're young and you're under their care, they are your guardian, they are presiding over you, they are your guide.
Yes.
No, don't let
Yes.
them find their own way of life, because if not, they're gonna end up like these two. And Lord,
Yes.
please touch their hearts. Like, I can't.
Yeah, like when it comes to parents, you are a parent first and a friend a distant second.
Exactly.
That's the
Thank you.
and yeah, too many parents now are like, I want to be my child's friend, then you shouldn't be a parent. If your thought process for what makes for a good parent is being their friend, then you should be a parent, because a parent is not a child's
Yep.
friend. A parent is a parent. Your whole purpose
Nope.
in life when you have a child is to teach that child how, life skills, to put them on the right path, to teach them critical thinking skills, to teach them life skills, to get them on the path so that when they finally reach
Mhm.
adulthood, they are able to venture out into the big old nasty world by themselves and not die. That is your job as a parent.
And yeah, and obviously sometimes you can actually be a pretty good parent, but once your kid, like for example me, like not saying my mom was like terrible, but she did what she could, and I guess I didn't veer too far away, like, in a really bad way, like, I've messed up in life, and, people mess up all the time, but, I
Sure.
definitely never went to any extreme like this in my life, and I
It,
think that even if you're a good parent, like, if once your child is an adult and they get in with the wrong crowd, obviously, hopefully the morals kick in, but sometimes
yeah,
even if you raise them right, it might not kick in or the
sure.
temptation is, too much and they go in. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as a parent, you do what you can, and there's no guarantee that your efforts will bear fruit, so to speak, when your child has grown to adulthood. I think every parent, that
Mhm.
is one of the foremost things on their minds when they're raising their child is like, the fear, like, I can do everything right. I can teach them, I can teach them morality. I can teach them critical thinking. I can teach them life skills. I can teach them job skills, depending on depending on the
Mhm.
parent. I can do everything
Mhm.
right, and there's still that absolute possibility that it all comes apart once my child goes out into the world on their own, and
Mhm.
something might happen and it all collapses. Without question, that is every parent's fear when it comes to raising a child and when they send their child out into the world.
Mhm.
These two, I shudder to think what they're going to be teaching their child.
Yeah. Absolutely
becomes
nothing,
a
that's
good
for sure.
human, that it's a kind person, a caring person, and a person with an open heart.
You're gonna be a really great mom.
Thank you too.
Wait, did she just call this person they? Oh no, I gotta hear that again. Hang up.
Great mom.
Thank you too. A kind person, a caring person, and a person
I
with an
remember
open
asking
heart.
my dad when my brother had his first kid how he felt, and he said, like I did
Sorry,
something right.
someone in my chat was doing a TTS.
Person with an open heart.
You're gonna be a really great mom.
Thank you too.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no! There is no subtitles. Not only is
No.
this person trans, they're also a they them.
So, I know that this is gonna sound, kinda, not that I'm sorry, but, like, just, like, my thing is that another reason I guess I don't fully agree with, like, trans people necessarily being parents is because let's just say in this case, right, for them, their example, it's 2 women, right? One's a woman. Like, where is the father? Like, let's say that this is a boy that they're gonna have. Who is going to
Get where you
teach
going.
that boy how to be a man? And that's, like, I think something people
Yeah,
don't think about, like, when these children, because like, he's pretending or trying to be a woman, so he's gonna learn woman things. He's gonna exude, female behavior, whatever, feminine behavior. And so, if it's a boy, how is that gonna work? I don't know. I don't know.
it,
And just on top of
in
that, they're just both mentally
in
ill.
that
So,
respect, though, I would offer a mild counter to that in that perspective, in
mhm,
that, well, what about single mothers where the father is not in the picture? Is unfortunately,
yeah.
like, what happens if you levy that same criticism at a single mother where the father is not in the picture, and let us even go to the
Mhm,
level of single
mhm.
mother, father's not in the picture because of unfortunate circumstances that took the father.
So
It's
there, I would say to that, like, that's right, that's out of their control, right? If death took away the,
sure.
father, that's definitely unfortunate. I would say if it's like single mother, you know, father's out of the life, especially because let's say she kind of made it impossible. That was kind of my situation. My mom was very nasty towards my dad,
Oh,
and tried almost ending his life a couple times.
oh goodness.
It definitely does. It's still damaging, like when the father is dead. But like, let's say the mother makes it impossible. You
It,
are doing a very big disservice to the child, especially if the father wants to be in their life. Now, if it's like truly a deadbeat dad,
absolutely,
again,
absolutely.
there's still that problem, right, of an absent father. So I would say like there's more understanding depending on what the situation is. And it's unfortunate. It really is. Like an absent father in a child's life,
I
and
would
even an
go,
absent mother, right? There's a balance that
yeah.
comes with both of them.
Oh yes. Now, I would actually go to a slightly different level to what you were referencing in regards to these two. Is not so
Mhm.
much like, okay, not even so much that there's not a father in the life in this child's life. I think it actually goes a little bit further than that. It's not simply just no father in the child's life, but you have two quote unquote mothers in the child's life. And again,
Mhm.
I use that term very liberally. But
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
them looks like an absolute freak show.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Both parents are gone from this equation, absolutely, without a doubt,
Yes.
and
It
it's really heartbreaking. I
and
hope they don't have
now
more
we
than one
have
kid
the
because
added
it's gonna be
on
terrible.
top of it. We have the added on top of it that this one is a they them because she just referred to this person as they.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
why I was
What
freaking
what else are
out.
they gonna add on?
God, who
What else do we wanna
knows?
add on?
Who knows? Like, like did they them? Okay, I said this the other night when I was watching the financial audit, and and it was a couple, and one of the guests claimed that they were they them, and I flat out said they them doesn't exist. That needs to be made freaking clear right now. They them does not exist as a
Yeah,
pronoun
I've
for for
mhm.
identification purposes. Like I am a they them. No, it doesn't work that way. That it doesn't exist. They them is pure attention seeking. It's someone
Oh, yeah,
like a
absolutely.
decade or so ago, like for whatever reason, just like came up with the whole concept of like non-binary they then, and
Mhm.
it caught on, and it's literally become a I'm special. This is literally attention
Mhm.
seeking. I want to be treated special. Oh my god!
Mhm.
Someone just plopped the Tangia hat on this one and said they SCP. They're an SCP.
Oh my gosh. Oh
But
my
it did
gosh.
the whole concept of like they them pronouns is purely performative. It is literally just like
Mhm.
I want to be special. That's all. That is literally all it is. Because in the matter of the Caleb video that we watched on Sunday, that they said that the girl was a they them. And like Caleb was like going, okay, God, like Caleb was having like a mini meltdown, like going, I don't want to have to do
Yeah.
an equation in my head every time I refer to her. So is it okay if I just call you her? And without missing a beat, she
Mhm.
immediately went, sure. Which immediately proved that they them is not a legit pronoun if like if when someone says, "Can I just call you her?" and they go, "Okay." And it's like, okay, so you're not so the they them has no meaning. It is completely performative. And the only possible
Mhm.
reason to call yourself they then is if you are a schizophrenic with multiple personality disorder.
Legion, we are many? Sheesh, bro, that's crazy. Oh, and then the other one, I think there's, like, something like neopronouns where it's like, and I'm gonna say like she, jer, like, it's with an X instead of, like, an S and stuff like that, and like, it's insanity, like, how many
And
more
this is
boxes do we need to make people feel good? Like,
no, like
this is
we need it.
insanity.
We need to start removing boxes because all of these boxes are literally for attention, are literally attention-seeking behavior. They are strictly performative, and they are just to make people feel that they're for people. The people do this because they
Yeah.
have nothing going in their lives. They know they are not special.
Mhm.
They know they're literally just another face in the crowd, that they have no special skills, they have no special talents, they are not viewed as being special. They are just average across the board, or even slightly less than average, especially if they're ugly. And they know that they will not amount to anything beyond putting the fries in the bag or sitting in a cubicle. And
Mhm.
they know that they are just another face in the crowd, and they hate the fact that they are just another face in the crowd because modern society has taught them, especially through schools, that you are all special
Mhm.
snowflakes and you're all going to be your own unique stars. You're all going to be stars and you're all special. And because they've been taught this by their schools and by their parents, they have this intrinsic need, like, well, I have to live up to that. I have to be special. And so this is just a means for them to feel special. If they go, well, I'm a they them, they can go,
You're
oh, you
special,
slay
alright.
they. Well, yeah, I mean, not special in the way that we would call them that, but
Special in the head.
it's all about affirmation. This is like the whole concept of they them is literally just about self-affirmation and saying, yes, I am special, I am unique, I am even popular, and like me. And it's just it needs to stop because they them does not exist as a pronoun unless you are literally
No.
unless you are literally using it in the term in the way that the English language dictates it, where you are referring to, you only have like a name that is not clearly identifiable as a male or female name. The person is not standing in front of you. So when you refer to this person, you say they because you do not know if they are male or female. That's the only acceptable reason. Or if you're talking about people in plural, that is the only acceptable reason to be using they, them to be referring to another person.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's become the language has been so like it's been so subversive and it's so destructive and I know we have different like limits and tolerances. I just think it's such a slippery slope to allow a lot of these things because it does feed into this ultimately. Like even if there's more,
Yes,
let's
it
say,
does.
well-adjusted people within that. So I don't know. I look at the world, I look at my generation, and I just feel so heartbroken. Like when I'm done like kind of laughing a little bit because of the insanity, right? The circus that's going on, it genuinely just breaks my heart. It really does.
Yeah. We need to start dialing it back. We do.
Yeah.
We as a society need to start dialing back to normalcy and stop enabling all of this mental illness that we've been seeing in these in these extremes.
Yeah. Absolutely. 100% I agree.
And I'm gonna try and shut up and let this play through because we are only halfway through and we've been doing this for an hour. So
Oh,
I'm going to
we've been talking for like an hour.
I'm going to endeavor to shut the yap and try and go through this a little bit further.
I personally like to share my pregnancy journey, but I don't want to share any details about my baby. That's gonna stay private.
That's fine.
Because unfortunately, we get a lot of online harassment.
We also got really disgusting comments about refuse or unborn child.
Yeah, I got so many messages when I announced I'm pregnant. One time,
Wait, what did they bleep out? It's not like I could read this thing's lips. So any idea what they just said?
So I think they might have said that they should abort the child, which I think okay, even though these two nut cases exist, I do not agree with that. That is not right. If anything, for adoption, and these two need to go to a psychiatric unit.
Yeah, like in this case, like I am like in terms of abortion, I am like I'm okay with abortion for a proper good reason. I don't agree with it when you've basically got women that basically can't keep their legs closed and don't use protection and they're constantly getting pregnant, they're constantly getting abortions because they basically sleep around everywhere and don't take proper precautions. I don't agree with it for that because that's just abortion is not birth control. And it's like I will agree with abortions where, it's like if it's a victim of assault that results in it. In the case of where if there is a decision where either where there is a medical issue where it becomes medically necessary in order for both the mother, where like the child may not survive, the child's not going to survive, and it's in the best interest of the mother because the child's already not going to survive, and if she tries to carry it, it could basically result in her own death. I'm supportive of that. I am supportive of abortion in those ways, not, where it's like used cavalierly. I'm absolutely not in support of abortion just being used in a cavalier method. And in the case of with these two, I would not support abortion either. It's like I'm in agreement with you. Like carry the baby to term, give birth, but the baby should absolutely be adopted. These two, I do not trust them worth a damn to be able to raise this child and be able to raise a proper,
Yeah.
healthy child. So I'm fully in agreement with you. Like, yes, carry the baby to term, have the baby, but the baby should be adopted.
Yeah.
The baby should be adopted into a good, loving home and not whatever this
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. I agree. And I'm not saying we should transition to an abortion topic here because it was mentioned here. The only part I disagree with you is like grape. Only because I think it's kind of double trauma for the mom. Like she already went through this, and now, because I consider abortion to be murder. Period. No matter what anyone says. From a Christian perspective, life starts at conception.
Yep.
Other cases, like my conundrum comes when it's like the mother's life is clearly like at risk. They've done all the tests and there's really nothing they can do. Or if the child is dying, it might not be. I'm not sure if that's exactly like abortion because it's like, well, if the baby's dying and there's really nothing they can do. I'm not sure if that's what they call it. That's where I get a little bit like, I understand this pain. Like, you're going to lose the mom if this doesn't happen. But at the same time, I really want that child's life to last because, a mother's sacrifice. Parents sacrifice for their children all the time. It's a very sacrificial relationship. So I can understand, where you're coming from there. Definitely in this case, though, going back to it, this child needs to be taken away from them 100%.
You brought something up that I do feel like I have to offer a mild retort on, where in the terms of assault, that you said you don't agree with it in the cases of assault because that would be damaging the mother a second time or traumatizing her a second time. I would offer a mild retort that carrying that baby to term and giving birth would also be another form of trauma for the mother because now she has to give birth to a baby that she never wanted, and she has to basically care for the child of her attacker. Now, I'm not saying
in this case,
you're
adoption
right. I'm not
too,
saying,
I think.
well,
Sorry.
even with adoption, you still it's and you know it's not that simple for a woman that gives birth, like giving up your child for adoption, even in the case of being the result of an assault. It's not so simple, and I still think it absolutely is still traumatizing to the mother. Now, I'm not saying you're right, I'm not saying I'm right, and I'm not saying the reverse either. I'm saying there's no good answer. When it comes to, in case of an assault, either doing an abortion or carrying to term, I think, there's legit concern that either way, the mother, I think, is going to be experiencing trauma for a second time in this respect. And I think there's never going to be a good answer. There's never a right answer in this. There's never going to be a wrong answer in this. It's just a counterpoint that I wanted to bring up where you were referring to it being traumatizing for second times, and I just wanted to bring up that mild counterpoint. Just as
we can definitely go forever on this topic. There's a lot of different opinions and stuff. Yeah, and I know we don't have a lot of time, so whenever you want to continue, you can.
But the bottom line is that there's no good answer in that circumstance.
I got a message from a guy. I pray your baby so I can make you pregnant after. It was so disgusting.
Oh my God.
I just want to protect my baby from all these.
That's insane.
Internet.
That is a whole
creeps,
different
I have
level
to
of
say,
insane.
Unfortunately, people always comment
I will say really quickly. I will not fault this woman for that. That is a sick individual that said that to her. That is disgusting.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is vile. Yeah,
Yes.
I think she needs to get off the internet just for a time because that is so mentally damaging to someone's head. And it's like, obviously, God forbid they ever get doxxed or anything. There are people who will hate you. It doesn't matter what side you're on, and they will try to find where you live, your whole family, and they'll go for. I think they need to take a break from social media if they haven't already.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
Your baby is gonna have problems during pregnancy with and I was really worried about that, honestly. And then we talked about my doctor about this, and she just lost and told me, no, we don't need to worry about that. In online generally, they know everything better, even they are not in
I watched a
situation.
YouTube video and now I'm an expert on plastic surgery. This should be illegal. I understand if it would be a health risk, everything.
Oh god, I'm sorry.
I don't know if they understand anything.
That is such a Zoomer thing. I watched a YouTube video and now I'm an expert on everything. Ah,
Bruh, you ain't no expert in nothing, bruh.
no, not even close.
But as long as it is just me wishing for my body how to look, I don't think it should be illegal.
When we are meeting people in
Don't
real
zoom in on
life,
the lips.
maybe at first people are a little surprised by our looks.
Every time people start talking to us, they figure out that even if we look extreme, we are a lovely couple.
I think that's more like an online thing, or
Try.
people who just know us from online, that they just see how we look like, and of course, because of that, they judge
God.
us. You can have 100 positive, friendly comments, and then you can have 2 bad, mean comments, and then you're just focusing on the bad and mean comments. Some people just want to get rid of their own frustration. I'm really sensitive person, and sometimes it's really hard. I also cried a few times because of comments. So I try to focus on the positive comments.
And for me, like, the bad comments are mostly funny because, for example, they call me like a fish that is cleaning the windows, and I think that's really so cute fish. I like the fish. Or also call me a duck, and I like ducks. And so it's not really
I
insulting.
can barely
for me.
understand what's being said.
People think it's okay to attack us because of our Facebook, and I think that's a problem. These hate comments also in the long term made.
You okay? I think I could hear you screaming. Are you okay?
It's like, oh my gosh, like when he zooms in the camera, like with his phone, like when he was like in the white outfit. Oh my, like
Yeah.
I just, oh my god, so bad. Oh my gosh, sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, I wanted to make sure you were okay. I could hear you screaming over underneath the sound of the video. I just wanted to check and make sure you were okay.
Us stronger in our relationship.
People always ask me if I got too far. I know I look extreme, but look at me. What extreme features do I have right now? Who does say that's okay and that's extreme? That's something a person needs to define for themselves. I like how it makes me look, but it's not that I couldn't live without a big. I'm not living for everybody. I'm living for myself.
I think I'm not too extreme. I want to go even more extreme. And I think what I really like about getting plastic surgery is that it gives me the opportunity to change my body into shapes that wouldn't be possible like 50 years ago. And
Baby, you shouldn't have changed your body into those shapes. Those are not human fucking shit. Sorry. I'm sorry. Those are not human fucking shapes that your body has been crafted into. Okay, the whole thing of the doctors have let me change my body into different shapes. It's shapes that the human body was not meant to look like.
And the other thing is like my thing, my problem, especially with people who are like this, is being a woman like a costume. Like, am I a clown, bruh? Like, is what I have a clown show to you? Do you want to put on the big clown shoes and the big plastic jugs and you know go out there with your makeup? Like, I just don't it's so misogynistic. I can't take. And obviously there are women who have conditions and things happen, but those are extreme outliers. Normally women do not look like this.
No,
unless you wear extreme makeup, and then that's a whole other problem. Like,
like you look at this person. You look at this person and you do not think that anything about them is natural. Now you don't think any of this is natural. You don't think, oh, they have a condition, oh, they were born this way. No, that is not what you think. You immediately, the first thought that goes through your head is they are about 95% plastic at this point. That they are functionally a biological automaton. Like you said something the last time we streamed where you said like my gender is not your skin suit or my gender is not your costume, and that 100% I think applies here. I think that in this instance that 100% applies. Absolutely.
it's so insane to me because, God created us the way he did, and sure, look, I've had problems with my body and my image. I've hated myself kind of my whole life, but I wouldn't go to this
People have.
extreme even if I had the money. Yeah, and it's just like it's hard. It's really hard to sit down and face yourself and look at the person in the mirror and say, "Look, this is not perfect. I don't like," but there are things you can do to make yourself better. And yeah, it's hard, but if you do it, it's going to be rewarding in the end. This is a cheap cop out, and it's going to,
Yes.
when there's this meme that's been floating around for like a while. It's like when archaeologists, find people's bones, let's say 100 years from now, there's like plastic implants on top of the skeleton, and I'm like, that's probably not gonna happen, right? But it's
Yeah.
so like,
Yeah, of course
I'm
not.
like,
Nope.
this is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's and I mean all of this. This is also, and patience is, this individual did not want to take the time and wait for hormone therapy to do its job, and just basically wanted to speed run the extremes, and this is what we get.
So I can become the person I want to be and don't have to rely on like genetics or anything like that.
See?
Without Jessie, I think I wouldn't have started the whole transition process. Her support was like everything for me. And I wouldn't have any so that's something that changed so much for me. And also I think you made me a better person, so
Oh, I love you.
I love you too.
You're like my best friend,
Hey,
and we do everything together, and are still not annoyed of each other.
hey.
We have a lot of people who judge us. They should look at themselves, because I really think that every person has something that they want to change on themselves or that makes
Yeah, okay, there's 20 seconds left. I'm gonna let it finish, and then I'll say what I was gonna say.
them unhappy. And just because we change these things doesn't make us bad persons.
People who are judging my mommy are evil and they should leave. That's his opinion.
Okay, so they got one thing right, is that when someone looks at them, they're gonna feel a hell of a lot better about themselves afterwards, after they see these two. They're gonna take one look at them and go, Yep.
Mhm.
"Yep, yeah, I definitely feel better about myself now." Oh my goodness. Oh,
I just
God.
For anybody who just joined, basically what we just watched are two very mentally ill people. One is a biological woman, the other is a trans woman. The biological woman is pregnant from the trans woman, and they've both gotten very heavy plastic surgery. The biological woman actually used to be a double A cup, and now they're ginormous. And they've gotten filler. I'm pretty sure both of them gotten filler on their face, and whatever other
Probably,
things. I
yes.
think the trans woman, it looks like they got like a BBL or something, or butt lift, whatever, surgery there too. And the trans woman got some really crazy filler on those lips.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just ridiculous.
Oh, we made it. We made it through. We survived.
You made it?
Can we get a medal now?
You know what
Oh.
I think I need bleach for my brain, my tongue, and my eyes for my whole body.